All right. Well, hello and welcome back again. Why did it try to put me on Central? Who knows? But we're back on East now. And yeah, this is the game we have been waiting for. It really feels like this one should be great. We got the number one team in the Pixel League. They have not lost a game yet in the Erie Eclipse up against the number three team. Their games have been closer, but they're still 3-0 in the Lansing Warriors. There we go. So we'll hopefully jump into this one soon. It should be a banger. Like I said, I think first series of the night, OKC were favorites. I think third series of the night, I think Boston are the favorites. And I'm not going to be surprised at all if they're not close series. First one ends up not being. We'll see later on. This one, I'm surprised if it's a sweep or like a really one-sided series either way. I'm not surprised no matter what happens if it's close. I think you have to mark Erie down as the favorites because they're 9-0 in games. But I don't know. I don't know if they're really the stronger team. I don't know if they're much better. I don't know anything like that. Obviously, the power rankings have Erie in fourth. Down below Deadwood, which I think you can maybe question, but Erie, really, you can look at the three teams there, Incheon, Missouri, and Mississauga. None of those are that strong teams, or at least they weren't when they played them. So, it really is a question mark there. They're 9-0. They've done what they need to. Are they an actually 9-0 team, or did they have an easy schedule? Are they a team who can beat Lansing, another one of the best teams in the league, or will they beat everyone below them and be a gatekeeper? A lot of questions to answer for Erie here. Meanwhile, on the other side, again, Lansing haven't been as dominant. They've lost more games. And they did also play Mississauga and Birmingham. But they also played another 2-0 team in Deadwood, who, of course, I believe are still second or third on the power rankings. And they were able to win that. So Lansing, still some questions, still a lot around it, but definitely some more space to be confident in them. You don't have a bet thing. You have the first for being subbed. It's a founder badge. You don't have a prediction one. Yeah. Anyway, it looks, I think we're good, and so I think we're gonna go. You see the blue one? Why? Anyway, though, we are jumping in. Of course, both teams are yellow on the overlay, but Erie are black in game. So there's your difference there. This one cleared along downfield by Boomer. Stewie trying to follow it around the outside. Of course, there is also a bit of stakes in terms of trash talk on this one. You know, if you saw it, you saw it. But both teams definitely want this win to stay undefeated. I think winner has to be number one on the power rankings, no matter what. Boston can also be 4-0. But especially for Lansing, they've been number one. They've been number one. If they beat Deadwood and they beat Erie, they need to stay there. If Erie win this one, especially if it's at all convincing, I think they need to go to number one. So, should be for number one in the power rankings here. I think hopefully a good game. 1 minute gone. No goals on the board just yet. Stewie's starting to get awkward. Boomer trying to bail him out. Not the best clear. Car's low boost, though. And be able to bang it forward. Now, Boomer not going to connect. Skull 50 off the corner. Unfo, aggressive dive in his third man. But able to get a second touch. Trying to slow this one down. Just going to stay on it as well. Yak finally going to take it away. Boomer, pop away. Now to the back wall. Stewie, awkward. Boomer removed. Centered out. Yak needs to get a block and will. Called into action on defense, able to make it happen. Now going on to the offense. 2 go. They make the save. Third man demoed. Shot saved by Unfo. It was either in just barely or it was hitting the post, but either way, Unfo steps up for the save. Stewie might look for a read here, but Corvus beats him to it. Unfo Caught by Boomer. Yak in a tough spot. Dunked across. Stewie gonna have to turn. Boomer bumped out of the net. Skull a good dunk. Bouncing down towards the net. Yak able to get out towards the side. Now pinched across again. Up in the air again. Reset. Not going to go through. Skull. Double commit. Corvus also up. Corvus want to get the touch. Boomer from his own corner. Trying to drop it down. There's no one there. Net open for a moment. Stewie turns around. The shot's off target. Corvus already up. Off the crossbar. Skull will go again. Can't connect. Unfo no boost. Will lurk but cannot go. Erie survive a terrifying defensive stand. And now on the other end, Boomer had a tough window, but doesn't quite have the angle. Yak gonna back pass it. Unfo gonna cut, gonna shoot. Big 50 on the goal line again. Corvus gets a dunk on Boomer, but it's not one on target. Erie once again survive. That has been game one so far. It has been all Lansing offense broken up by a couple counterattacks, but there have not been any goals, and that is good enough for the Eclipse for now. Yak trying to get past the midline, gets past Corvus, slow boost, still able to force a 50 here. Unfo, very dangerous clear. Boomer gonna pop it up, faking back down. All three involved for Lansing. They do get it to the side, but it's not cleared. Yak there, blocked away. Boomer gonna catch up, slows it down, plays it to the corner, rolling around, pass in front, cut off by Corvus. Stewie shot a little high. Yak trying to read, doesn't have a shot though. Boomer 50 straight back. Yak gonna try to catch it, but low on boost. Corvus 50s it away. Up in the air for Stewie, quick shot, just wide. Unfo not a very far clear. Skull will try and will tap it away from Yak. Now Boomer following it up again. Yak back in front. Will follow it himself, dropping down. Little slow to it, our Lansing. Corvus finally takes it, but doesn't have much boost. Just gonna sit under it. Keeps it at the midline. Yak off the sidewall. Unfo in a tough spot. Beat wide for the moment. Is there a follow? Skull only blasted off the back wall, but no one left to go for Erie. 4 minutes have passed. Still 0-0. Boomer another big clear. Erie finally setting up on offense in the last minute or so, but they can't find a goal either, and we stay in this deadlock here on Manfield. Corvus popping backwards, gonna send it up, gonna get a second touch. Unfo gonna try to chase it down. Yak a misread. Unfo scores. 30 seconds to go. Lansing take the lead. Corvus beats Boomer. Yak had time to wait, but rushes it. Can't find the touch. And Unfo puts the first goal on the board. A very late first blood as a kickoff messed up there too. Unfo had a chance to make it too, but didn't put it on target. Yak gonna win to the corner. Erie, a similar mistake. Boomer ties it. Lansing had the game in front of them, but Yak beats Corvus. Unfo, his best Yak impression. Skull can't read it, and Boomer has the angle. Tied up at 1. 10 seconds separating the two goals. And parity resumes. Stewie, wide to the back wall. Unfo gonna try to get there. A good bang away. Yak gonna turn. He'll pop it up. Actually gets away from him, but Boomer able to help out. Still though, Skull wins it forward. Stewie will be there. He'll drop down to the side. Corvus dunked. Still falling central. Unfo there. Saved away. Game 1 overtime. Locked up at 1. These two teams inches apart, but we need a winner here in the first game. Early pressure could start with Erie. Unfo gonna try to take it away. Boomer gonna send it right back in. Yak cutting it. Should have a chance at a pass, but it gets a little too awkward. Only able to drop it straight back. Stewie, big 51. Skull, keep it in the corner. Unfo gonna try to get it away. Mashes it into the ceiling. Yak, free. Game 1 win. Again, Unfo rushes it. Tries to clear it, but just too much speed. Just sends it up into the ceiling, and the Erie Eclipse are gonna start out ahead. They have still not lost a game. This one feels almost like they don't deserve it. I can't see the chat. I don't know. We should make an announcement, I think. I'm gonna say, because I don't know if they're trying to say something or what, but I just can't see the chat. I'm sure there's just stuff. Yeah, that's the other glitch. That one I don't care as much about, though. I just leave the... I think I've done everything I have. And this series, I remembered to turn on ball chasing. Yeah, the match history actually saved me. Because I was doing something up to the last minute, and I forgot to turn on both the auto replay saver and the ball chasing. But I only forgot one replay, which I uploaded... or which I saved manually, and so we have them still. But I'm good, Ren, you know? Like, I see your offer. I'm good. But, yeah, we got replays this time. This one off the sidewall. Erie, one ahead, trying to play with their momentum. Of course, both teams, I'm sure, are going to want to score earlier and get more of some offensive pressure. I don't know if that's going to happen. Trying to get more offensive pressure and turn it into more goals. Yak maybe a chance here, but Unfo able to win it away. Now Corvus down into the corner. It'll bounce straight out, away from him. Bit awkward from Boomer. Stewie able to get it away. It does look like we have the same rosters on both sides. And I think we're going to stay that way. I still don't know about that one. This one down off the ceiling. Boomer down into the corner. That one pinched in. Boomer gonna start the scoring. Finds the perfect angle. Corvus a bit too heavy of a touch. Boomer doesn't give any time. Dives in. Perfect pinch. And it's now 1-0 Erie, their first regulation lead as they get first blood here in game 2. Now Yak again, saved by Unfo. Boomer gonna put it towards net. Skull just able to block it out towards the side. Now drop down off the corner. Stewie a good demo. Forces Unfo to move onto it. Able to fake out Yak. Boomer wins the challenge. Corvus, that's a good win the other way. Forces Stewie to get up. He can't find it. Off the crossbar. On the goal line. And finally in. It took it a real long time, but it goes in without another touch. Stewie actually did get the last one to really secure it, but, you know, also, Unfo probably could have got a ghost touch there, but not quite. Either way, though, it's 1-1. Lansing find their equalizer. Now off the corner. Yak dropping down. Skull up towards the back wall. Corvus sends it there. Boomer trying to get it away. Running low on boost. He can stay behind it. Now a back pass to Stewie. Pop past Unfo. Corvus needs a save. Holds it at the post. Skull will take it away. Yak low boost looking to back pass to Boomer, but Skull hits it around him. Now in the corner. Yak light tap out. Dangerous if someone challenges, but Skull gets in the way of it. There goes Corvus blocked out on that play. Now Unfo center. Cleared away by Stewie. Even credited with the save for it. Now off the sidewall. Boomer. They'll drop down. Stewie moving onto it. Pop across. No one there. Lansing. Have time for a clear. It'll be Skull to take it away. Yak now gets involved. Even 50. Corvus into the corner. It'll bounce out. Yak. No boost, but has time. Finds Boomer, who finds Stewie, who finds the corner. Now he'll look for a shot, but a little bit off on the timing. Skull will just turn around, pop it up the sidewall, clear it away. That one could just be in, but Yak is able to get up for the save. Unfo bouncing a little wide. Yak won't find a touch. Corvus will find a shot. Lansing lead. They find their second goal in a row, and they take a 2-1 lead. Again, Yak a little bit off on the play. Both teammates behind him, neither one expecting it. And so it gets by him, and the Warriors are up halfway through, so still plenty of time. This one, dangerous. 3 players miss. Boomer up to the back wall. It could be another pass. Finds a demo on Skull as well. Unfo trying to clear. Stewie back to Yak, but he can't turn it forward. Unfo's pop blocked by Stewie. Able to dive in time. Now Corvus flies past it. Stewie rolls it across. Unfo and Boomer racing to it. Boomer wins it. Quarter of a tank. Unfo wins the second race. Now Skull can't find a touch. Corvus can, but it's dunked central. Luckily for Lansing, Unfo takes the other way. Doesn't have the boost to double. It's still a pass. Yak saves Corvus. Skull off the back wall. Will look to read it himself. Pop high. Unfo beat by Yak. Erie now back into fence mode. Holding on for now, but for how long? Unfo's removed. Skull is there. 1-1-1. Everyone has a goal. And it's 3-1 Lansing, a 2-goal lead with 96 seconds on the clock. Erie now once again in danger of losing their first game. But we saw a miracle before, and Stewie starts it off again. Right off kickoff. Goes to him, the air dribble, holds it right on his nose, away from everyone, bottom left. 90 seconds left, that only took 6, and it's a 1-goal game again. Kickoff this time won by Lansing. Stewie smashes it over to Yak, they're trying to build on it. Stewie off the corner, Yak will jump, missed by Skull, shot is high. Corvus trying to pop it away, Unfo will get to the side. Corvus trying to get it clear. Blast it to the other wall. Skull can't reach it. It'll bounce out freely. Stewie, ground shot. Saved by Corvus, but they bump each other in the net. Boomer's shot is in. Tie game. The pressure builds. Lansing fold. And Boomer ties game 2. 2 fairly late game leads for Lansing. And 2 comebacks for Erie. Once again, parity. 1 minute to go. Stewie into the corner. Skull no boost. Stewie 150. Yak too close. Boomer too far. No shot will come. Unfo. Big pinch around. Boomer only able to pop it up, but able to get a better dunk on Unfo the second time around. Now he doesn't have boost, but he'll fake out one. Yak going for a demo. Unfo 50 right to Stewie. Skull able to block him. Now getting down to 30 seconds. Skull, no boost. Does have a bit of time. Hits it to the sidewall. Boomer gonna beat him to it, but can only get 1 touch. Actually might get a second here. Actually cannot, though. Corvus has time. Low boost. Tries to pop it for Unfo. Will not be shootable. Trying to pass, but keeps it on the sidewall, and Skull will have to try as well. 15 seconds now. Stewie. That one will set up Yak. He'll get it down into the yellow corner. Or tan. Unfo. Now Boomer. Around the outside. 15 central. Yak will have a chance to play. 0 seconds. Erie trying to steal it, but Stewie's touch will fall. 2 games. 2 overtimes. Now this one coming straight down. Stewie hits it into the corner. Corvus gonna try to take it away. A lot of boost. Only 2 touches. Yak still finds one. Skull though. Long blast downfield. Double commit. Boomer will find the touch. Unfo moving in. Puts the pressure on. Stewie awkward touch. Corvus will stall. Triple commit for Erie. No one has boost. They need a defensive stand here. Off the sidewall. Unfo blocked by Stewie. That should buy them time. They'll get boost. And they'll try to reset here. Now trying to center is Corvus, but Yak gets there for free. Stewie already in the air. Taps it down. Unfo awkward spot. Makes 1 save. Boomer forces another. And they can't do it. 2 OTs. 2 Erie wins. Unfo gets caught out. His team cannot save. We see the request for a new server and we will honor it. But there you go. Erie. Double the series lead. There are your stats. I gotta do the thing and then I'll remake. Of course. I didn't write down the score. Oh well. Wait, actually let me, while I'm here. 4-3. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Lobby's remade. And we will see people start to join in. Oh, wait, I should write 4-3. So, we wanted a great game. It has been a great game, but the Erie Eclipse really showing up. I think probably this makes them top 3. I think Deadwood were there because they lost a close game. I think Erie have to be at least top 3, maybe second. I don't know. That's harder to say, though. I think if Erie lose this and Boston win tonight, they could still be 3rd. But I think you probably put them over Deadwood after this. But that's getting ahead of it. This one towards the sidewall. Erie 1 game away from a shocking sweep here. Have been able to just out-pressure and outlive the Warriors. Good chance there for Skull, but it was blocked away. Unfo misses out as well. Corvus, 50s 2. It still stays in this corner. Skull dropping it out. Flicks over Boomer. 2 players awkward at the back post. No one can shoot. Corvus can't. Unfo not on target. Just a pass to Corvus. Now Corvus back to Skull. He'll put it off the sidewall again. Lansing, so much pressure, but none of them turning into shots. Stewie, a great pop there. Forces so much out of Corvus. He will get a clear, but had to use a lot of boosts and go for that one. That Unfo back off the sidewall. Yak gets a 50 on it. Unfo still cutting forward. Pop back out. Boomer beats 1. Skull last back. Gets beat. Now just Unfo racing back. Makes a save. Stewie just tried to rush it past him, but Unfo gets back in time and keeps it 0-0. Now Unfo back to Corvus. Skull gonna go instead. Not the greatest touch, but it will set up Unfo for another. Skull makes Stewie jump. Boomer off the back wall. Lose out on the 50, but now it comes back to him. Corvus pops it straight up in the air. Skull trying to go. Pops it past Yak. Now Yak the back pass. Corvus involved as well. Stewie around the outside. Only Unfo. Unfo, good first touch. Will need to stay with it. Does well for now. Now that 50 back towards his net. Skull hits it away. Yak moving in. Big fake. Will get the boost steal. Skull, a demo. 50 right at Boomer. Stewie waiting behind him. Boomer, pass back. Stewie will go. Unfo wins the challenge. Yak trying for another. Not on target. Now he'll 50 as well, but Skull takes it away. Now down off the backboard. Centered out. Out to Boomer. He'll take a long shot. Unfo can, but it's wide. The post denies Boomer. And we stay level at 0. Stewie trying to hit it away. 1 in by Corvus. Yak off the sidewall. Skull around the outside, trying to drop it around. Now 50 back in again. Boomer towards the back wall, trying to read. Popped out. Corvus off the back wall. Unfo trying to get there. Erie, their pressure setting in. Low boost on Corvus. Half a tank on Skull. Lansing really forced back. They do break out, but it's right back in. Unfo low as well. He'll grab the corner, but he'll lose to 50. Down to the other corner. Boomer will dive in. Doesn't have the read, but neither does Corvus. Corvus now does pop it over Stewie. Unfo off sidewall. Yak already up. Drops it out. Central. Another flick across. Trying to just play keep away. Keep Lansing diving. Keep them reeling. It's worked so far. We're under 2 minutes to go. Still scoreless. Stewie now left alone. Has time to find a touch. Only gets the 1. Corvus the same. Yak. Another blast to the ceiling. It'll bounce straight down. Now off the sidewall. Skull looking for a pass. Unfo diving. Gets a read for a dunk, but only down off the ceiling. Skull a better 50. And then Unfo forces the pool shot. Yak the one to hit it in, of course. Skull credited, but that one's all Unfo. Flipped into it. Powered it past Stewie. Lansing score first. Now, of course, way too much time because there's more than 0, so we can't count Erie out here. Yak from the sidewall, dropping down, popping back up, on target. Unfo saves. Stewie back again. Boomer already going to be up in the air. Playing it forward. Stewie not quite able to tap it back. Corvus, big win forward. Boomer towards the net, a little high, and Unfo able to get it out towards the side. Now Yak off the corner again. Final minute of play. Bit of an awkward clear there for Corvus, but an awkward jump by Boomer as well. Pops it straight up. Can't find a second. Unfo off the sidewall. Stewie popping it out. Yak towards the side. Boomer, long clear. Skull gonna pass it central. Yak already up. Erie pushing. Awkward touch for Corvus, but the Erie sent two. They don't have a third shot yet. Boomer finally catches up, but only trying to pass, and it's blocked away. Stewie, central again. It bounces off Unfo. No shot comes. This one up in the air. No one there for Erie. One away from Lansing. But now they overcommit. They have to rush back. Corvus blocks Boomer. 15 to go. Yak down. Boomer a fake. Unfo a momentary clear. And now he pinches it with Unfo. All the way. Downfield. Time expiring. Erie need a last second miracle. Boomer wins it around. Clock strikes 0. And Erie lose their first game of the season. The Warriors, they couldn't hold their leads in the first few. They do here. And we are going to game 4. You know what that means? All the way through the alphabet. I'm showing you even. Love that. You get to see me going through the alphabet there briefly. But that's okay. 1-0 in this one. Lansing get that very slight lead and then just coast with it. Something we haven't seen before it. Well, now. Yo, you didn't get to see me get all the way there, but... Yeah, was that the one I was kind of awkward typing the name? Maybe. Who knows? That was one of them. Anyway, though, we go into game 4. True. I'm most of the way there, then I looked and was like, wait a minute. Stewie pops it up. This one's awkward. Unfo, it's a tough angle. Can't find any touch at all. Yak now panics. Will be able to follow it himself, but did beat a teammate to do so. Corvus, no boost, diving in, gets a dunk, bouncing out. Could be a shot for Skull. Off the crossbar, bouncing out. Unfo fakes out 2, turns around. Boomer gets there for the block. The mental diff is won, but the goal is not. Stewie, too far for Yak. Off corner again. Corvus gonna flick it up off the sidewall. Drop down. Unfo, long clear. A little bit wide. He'll follow it himself, though. 4:20 on the clock. 1-0 Warriors. A blast to the ceiling. A follow-up. Dead center. Unfo puts the first on the board. They need a lot more than just that. But we'll see. Stewie up to the ceiling. It'll drop back down. 2 players went on that. Yak, the third man, pushes up as well. Corvus, a high pop. Forces Yak to use all of his boost. Now, Unfo gonna catch. He'll cut. He'll dribble. He'll 50. Just forced to the side where Yak can turn. He'll beat Skull. Corvus alone. Flat-footed. Tough spot. Shot is wide. He can breathe a sigh of relief for the moment. Now falling down to Unfo. He'll go back up to the air. Touch to the back wall. Stewie cuts it away. Corvus forcing it back in. Yak, too far for one to reach. Skull, around, central. No one there to support. Now Yak, past Unfo, will just go for the corner. Able to get it. Corvus trying to cut. Flicks over one. Yak a demo on another. But no shot there. And Erie reset. Yak keeping control, puts it on target, but Unfo just slows it down and gets it away. Back flick from Stewie. Can he get there? Yes, he can. Big mistake, but he has time. He recovers it, and he saves a goal for his team. It's still 1-0. Boomer now a high pass. Unfo, low boost. Yak wins the challenge. Corvus bails out the team. Skull. Long clear downfield. Stewie out towards the side. Unfo cutting back central again. High in the air. Is there a shot? Corvus tried. Couldn't find the angle. Had to rush. Didn't have it. Once again, it stays a 1-goal difference. Unfo, big pinch off the sidewall. Big shot. Big goal. Doubles the lead at halftime. Not really a pinch, of course. Well, actually, no, that was a pure pinch. I thought it was a double skim, but pinches it forward. Gets the follow-up right behind the defender. And Lansing are 2-0 up. Of course, plenty of time for Erie, especially with what we saw in the first 2 games. but looking good so far. Now this one to the corner. Skull to the back wall. Now dropping down, this one off the backboard. It'll come out again. Yak trying to play it in. Popped back. Yak gonna fake. Now gonna go for a double. Unfo. Dunked by Yak, but it just gets to the corner. And now it skips off Yak. Stewie has to go all the way back. A big win for Lansing. Stewie luckily does get the corner, so he will get a clear. But Unfo removes Boomer. Skull cleaves it right back in. And the pressure, or the breakout for Erie, not going to last long. Unfo to the side. Boomer, 12 boost to his name. Gets it towards the net, roughly, but Corbis pops it out. Now back forward again. Stewie, big blast forward. Unfo can't get the double. Boomer has a shot. Low power. Unfo can't save. 1 goal game. Maybe the most awkward that shot could have been from Boomer, purely off the wheels. But the changeup, too much for Unfo to handle. Inches from his car. And Erie do pull it back within 1. 97 on the clock. Skull gonna center it. Boomer dropping it back down. Corbis off the sidewall. He'll follow it. Stewie removed immediately. Skull popping it forward. Unfo already in the air. Pass down to Corvus. He'll take it. Air dribble. Tries for the reset. Can't get it. Stewie will clear it away. Time is good for Lansing, but only up by 1. They can't get too comfortable. Yak gonna steal the boost. Leaves the ball to Stewie. He shoots. What a save by Skull. At the far post. Picks it out and saves the lead. Boomer off the corner. Erie still pushing. Demos out Corvus. Stewie off the sidewall again. Skull this time the one to Demo. A pinch as well. Stewie removes Corvus on the goal line, but Skull buys time. Pinches it away for the moment, but right back in. Corvus trying to double back. Stewie beats him there. This one falling down. Crossbar. Yak inches away, but not a game tire yet. That shot wide and deflected away by Unfo. Yak on the side. 50 forward again. Skull uncontested. Long clear forward. Boomer holds it to the midfield. Corvus blasts to the back wall. Stewie trying to get it away. Yak demos out Skull. He'll go for the ball. Dunked by Unfo to keep it even. Boomer already up. Neither player gets it. Yak trying to pass. Stewie no boost. Loses the challenge. Corvus tap to the side. Clock will burn. 5 seconds. Gonna need to be at 0 for Erie. Unfo pops it out. Yak takes a shot. Saved. Corvus sends us to game 5. Almost certainly we are still up, but now we fall. Erie. So close to ending it, but Lansing won't go away that easy, and we are going to Champions Field. We wanted this game to perform, and perform it has. Erie barely win 2 games to end up on match point, and Lansing barely win 2 games to pull it back. We are tied 7-7 in goals. We are tied 2-2 in games. The only tiebreaker is where all final ties are broken. We're going to Champions Field. We've had a lot of Game 5s recently, and we're going to have another. Now, usually, and a lot of them recently, we have been able to say teams who win the odd number games, 1, 3, 5, get the win. This time we don't have that. This is a reverse sweep attempt. The last one I remember was Lincoln Havana, which was successful. There might have been some sense. Yak starting it off. Unfo gets a save. There have been a couple reverse sweeps already this season. Obviously, Havana getting a reverse set twice. There have also been a lot of blocked or failed reverse sweeps as well, though. So, it definitely can go either way. Corvus will miss. Unfo given a window. Boomer can't reach. 30 seconds in. Lansing are on the board. Stewie beats Corvus, but gives the ball up to Unfo. Boomer, I think if he pre-flips a little bit earlier, he can maybe reach it. But that's so hard to play. There's so much panic, and it's just in your net. Lansing, that'll answer your question, Panda. Lansing lost games 1 and 2 in overtime, but they've won 2 straight, and they have the lead in game 5. Now off corner, it'll bounce out central. Stewie gonna pop it up. Skull gonna drop it down to the corner. Yak blast away. Getting down to the back wall. Corvus trying to catch. 50 away. Stewie with control. 51 by Unfo. Yak left alone trying to take his time, but it goes to Skull. He makes it too. A tremendous touch by Unfo. Flips away from it and just kills it perfectly in the midfield for Skull. And the Warriors are 2-0 up, 1 minute in. Now, of course, games 1 and 2 have taught us this lead is incredibly far from safe, but games 3 and 4 have taught us Lansing can hold it. Which side will we see? Out to the sidewall, Skull can't find a touch, Boomer can. To the back wall, Corvus needs a play, will get one. Now Yak, though, a dunk back in. Boomer look for a bump, won't find it. Stewie look for a shot, won't find it. I don't think it's fast enough for a shot, but Yak has no boost in net. Unfo tried it, saved by Yak. Skull holding the pressure, Boomer alone. Skull's 50, just off the crossbar. Unfo, if he's a little more patient, he has a free net, but doesn't find it. Boomer flies past it. Erie, the panic. They lost their first 2 games now in a row, and they need to avoid their first series. Yak playing it towards center. Unfo, crossbar, out to Corvus. 3-0. Lansing swarming in game 5. 2 minutes in, a 3-goal lead. Still plenty of time on the clock, but Lansing in a flow state here under the bright lights. Boomer trying to slow it down. A fake, but the fake won't cut it. Corvus saves to the side. Unfo bringing it down. Yak forces it in. Cleared away by Skull. Stewie holds it in, but an awkward landing, and Unfo's there for free. Eventually bumped off, but Boomer can't send it far. Stewie, bit of an awkward one, does get it up to the corner. Boomer can't find a touch. Stewie beat by Skull. Yak gonna have to dive in. Bang off the corner. Corvus doesn't have a touch, but Unfo does. Looked like Boomer and Stewie ran into each other there as Unfo sets up a counter. Boomer will save. Yak clearing again. Erie, they're playing good defense. They're breaking out, but they need a goal, and they don't have one yet. Unfo beats another. Boomer off the corner. Corvus flies past. Yak there. Boomer racing for a demo. Yak finds it. Stewie gets beat. Another clear for Lansing. Unfo on target. Boomer saves. Massive play. Boomer keeps that one out and keeps it somewhat in play here. The chance is already starting to get slim. You let a fourth go in, it's surely over. But they need one anyway, and it's gonna go in. Corvus, midfield, might have just iced Erie. The banner is ice, and so is Corvus. A clean shot from the midfield, his second of game 5, and it's a 4-goal lead for the Warriors. Skull, another clear. 90 seconds to go. It's all coming up Lansing right now. Erie need to score, and they need to score fast. But the mental surely running away, and so is the game. Unfo another 50 just wide. Skull off the corner. Boomer, good clear. Unfo's just gonna cut it off. Yak holding it in. Unfo 50 central. I'm kind of losing track, but it's okay. Boomer gonna drop it down. Yak along clear. Unfo left alone trying to get back, but he has time, and it's the perfect touch. It's not very far away, but it is so slow. Lansing are buying time. Boomer, though, not going to go down easy. Does get one back. 50 seconds. There's a little bit of time. There is a chance. Boomer, a great win. Stewie can't find it, but neither can the defense. 4-1. Erie, a little bit closer. Kickoff. Right back to Yak, the player you want to see. Take it to the air, beat Skull, reset, leaves to Boomer. Couldn't find the touch. If Boomer finds a power shot, there might be a chance that's a goal. But it's a tough one. They reset. Stewie to Boomer again. Fakes to Yak. He doesn't have boost. Corvus takes it away. Another great chance, but they don't have the boost. Boomer up for it. Doesn't have it. Jump too fast. He's rushing the pressure, catching up to him. Corvus trying to save. Boomer, another drop down. Unfo takes it away. 10 seconds ticking down. And the undefeated record is going away as an Eclipse. Lansing stay 4-0. Erie drop to 3-1. I'm sure they're going crazy in the in-game chat. I have no idea. I really want to see this, but I can't. And I'm so sad. You can see the stats breaking because they're sending messages, and I want to see, but we can't because this game is cringe. No. But, oh, well. And can you believe this isn't the end of our night, by the way? I went all the way around for the maps. You know what? End of series map content. There you go. But well played by the Warriors. We'll see if we can get a quick interview in. But Lansing, get it done. Message to check in. We'll see if they're still good to go. What a series. That's a great game. Obviously, I'm sure there's going to be some fallout. I mean, the teams, there's the banter before. It's still going to be there. That was an incredible series. But anyway, we'll be back in just a minute with Lansing for a post-game interview. All right, and we are now back with the Lansing Warriors. I didn't that's okay. How's it feeling? Incredible series, reverse sweep. You're still undefeated.
Oh yeah.
Feels good. Feels good.
We were definitely a bit amped to start that series. We were fired up, and it showed in our play. Myself specifically, I was rushing. We were all rushing things. Once we slowed things down, we were able to kind of dial it in and make the plays that needed to happen to win.
Yeah, once I felt like because normally we start off losing a first game and then we just turn the series around and start winning the rest of the games. But I'll say our opponents did put up a fight. I will say.
Yeah, good team.
Does feel
good team. They just talk too much shit.
They are a good team. they are a good team, and that's why we were so amped up because there was obviously the shit talking, but
great team, dude.
It was
they played really well.
It was a fun series.
It was fun.
Big time.
At the end of the day, the better team won.
Gotta slip it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great win. Obviously 2 weeks in a row now, I believe, playing Deadwood and Erie. Play KC next. Is that a little bit of a break? Of course, can't look past them, but how's that feel looking forward?
I'm not going to discredit any team in this league, but I will say I'm happy not to be playing Erie or Deadwood next week.
Or Boston, probably.
Or Boston.
Nah,
I don't know much about Boston, but I know that those two teams on our schedule are like, if we can make it through this, then I feel good about the rest of our run.
It don't matter it don't even matter who we play up against right now. We're dominating and we're going to keep this momentum going.
And we didn't even play that well. So that's the thing.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah. Big time.
Played well enough. How'd you guys sit through those first two games? Like you said, amped up. Was a little rough, but when you're down 2-0, it can be hard to bounce back. How'd you guys manage to do that?
We knew. I mean, I think we knew that we were the better team like the entire time. We just knew that we had too much energy that we just needed to slow it down a little bit. We did let them get in our heads a little bit, but
No,
Yeah.
it's just like because normally reverse sweeps are like very hard to do and very hard to um make happen. But with the consistency that this team has, I'm proud to say like I'm glad to be playing alongside these boys. Like the consistency, the mentality is there. Like everything is just there. Like we're ready for anybody. It don't even matter because what we just proved tonight, beating the #1 team. Who's bro? I'm telling y'all right now on the stream, who's next?
Hell yeah, Skull. Let's fucking ride. Sorry, can I say that on stream?
Probably. I don't. People swear at the interviews. I don't think we care that much.
Oh man, that was good. That was a good.
That was
series.
good.
That was
Feels
that
real
was really
good.
fun. Like
yeah.
Mhm.
we knew we had it after those first 2 games. It's just a matter of not making the dumb plays, and we stopped doing that, which was nice. And
No,
started to
yeah.
take a chance. If Game 5 went to OT, I might have passed away.
Yeah, that's tough. But you got the win. Don't have anything else to say. Any final thoughts before we wrap it up here?
We taking it to the top, baby.
GG Spoomer.
GG's.
GG's.
All right, and GG's to you as well. Great game. Good luck next week.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
doggo.
All right. I mean, you heard them, and you'll see it. Of course, I'm sure there'll probably mainly from outside parties, you'll still see the banter, but those two really shouldn't have anything to say to each other. They played an incredible game. Obviously, we have seen reverse sweeps. That one definitely up there on the list. You saw OTs in the first 2 games. I think every single game, barring the last one, was a 1-goal game. They put up a great fight. I think Lansing have to be the #1. They already have been on the power rankings. They should stay there. Now, of course, Erie did lose. They could drop. I think they deserve to be 3rd or 2nd. I think if Boston win, it's easily arguable. Love that, Bart. I'll try to go offline in a second. Yeah, we'll try to get there. But I'm guessing that's Bart anyway, because you're streaming next. But yeah, I think it's understandable. Erie can be 3rd under Boston. You can definitely. That's also how you title streams, Bard. So, but Erie, it's understandable to be below Boston. I think you can definitely see them being below Deadwood. They will be ahead of them on the standings, but, you can say both lost in 5 to Lansing. Deadwood had a stronger schedule otherwise. You can argue that, for sure. They have to stay top 4. I think they have to move up. But that's it. We're just ranting about how great that series was. Hey, I looked at tonight's schedule. I said first 2 could be close, but I see a clear favorite. Or 1st and 3rd, that is, sorry. The middle one should be a banger, needed to be a banger, and it was. These 2 teams put up a great game. I think they will both make the playoffs. They should both be top teams. Roster changes, retirements, whatever, could change this. But current, how everything is, these look like they should be the finalists. Deadwood and Boston definitely have a say in that, but this was a great game, and we'll see. Anyway, Bard has to put up another stream. Don't go anywhere. We'll be live in like a minute. Game live in 10, of course. That'll be, who is it? Boston trying to go 4-0 up against Missouri. Should be a great game. Don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss it. Final score here, Lansing 3, Erie 2. What a game. Lansing will stay #1.